name is Evan Morgenstern. Let's hear it for him. Evan.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Evan Morgenstern, no relation to Rhoda. It's a great way to gauge the average age of the crowd. Whether I'm in front of the MTV people or the Nick at Night people. Please forgive me, I'm a little sick right now in spite of myself. I have OCD, but that can only do so much. Which is actually with the swine flu has gotten me, I have to hoard my hand sanitizer now because everybody's doing it. You know, all of a sudden everybody's on the bandwagon. I'm originally from Miami. All right, yeah, somebody from Miami. So I did the opposite. I did Miami to New York. I'm part of a New York-Miami exchange program. You guys got me in exchange for a 60-year-old doctor. I'm sure I'll be heading back down there soon at some point to be traded. Right now, I live in Brooklyn, New York. Who knew it? It's so like this. So many people from Brooklyn. I do like Brooklyn. I'm not going to blame Brooklyn for the fact that my first year there, I did get mugged. I think that was just, thank you, that's actually kind of mean. Yeah, I got mugged, and it was a difficult experience. So after that, I decided I can never let that happen again. So I got, I want to have respect now. I want to be tough. I'm going to take Krav Maga, Israeli street fighting, right? I'm going to protect myself. And that was like a year and a half ago. I've still been kind of procrastinating, haven't gotten off my ass to do it. So right now my defense in an attack is be careful who you're attacking. I am good with faces, and like 3 months from now, I might come back at you. And then I'm fully prepared to see the amused look on their face as they take what's left of my stuff. So for now, I play it safe. I take the subway. And I've noticed on the subway, it's safer anyway. But I've noticed on the subway there's always a group of like rambunctious teenagers who are like making noise and like annoying everybody. Whatever group, whatever nationality, whatever they're from, everybody from that group who's on the train sort of like is embarrassed on their behalf, like it's their fault or something. I know if I ever see a group of Hasidic teens on the train, and you know what I'm talking about, like the spiked up payas, the thin colored tzitzit, and glassy matches Yahoo from their stereos, with their dark pants half pulled down. Whenever I see them on the train, I throw my hands up. Sorry, no, I know, they're not with me. No, I'm sorry. I will inform the council elders tonight at the nightly Jewish meeting. We do have it, that's right. We know that you thought that. But yeah, and I like going on the subway. I like to sort of do my own kind of like American Idol type thing when the subway acts pass through. Because after a while you start to get jaded. You just start to be like, I'm sorry, saxophonist, but your half-assed rendition of Putting on the Ritz isn't going to get you my 10 cents this time. That might work in Yorkville, but here we require a little more talent. Thanks for playing. Yeah, so, pardon me. So, I married a shiksa, and, thanks, yeah, that's what we do. And so we moved recently in Brooklyn, from Brooklyn to Brooklyn, and we got a lot of stuff to put together, and I let her put it together. I don't feel bad about that. I don't feel emasculated. Look, in the history of man, there's been one Jewish carpenter, and we saw what happened to him. It's sort of like over, it crossed religions, that show. So glad about that one. Yeah. People, my Gentile friends always, they're like, you guys don't have a hell. we have a hell. We create our own hell. We have 1 day of atonement, but you can't eat for 24 hours. Instead, you have to put on a suit, go to a South Florida synagogue that's packed with people reeking of perfume while somebody belts out what sounds like air raid sirens from a ram's horn. The cancer's wife calls in and says he can't make it because the diabetic tried to fast without his insulin. Then you go to your great godmother's house for matzo balls that are as hard as rocks, and the kasha could gravel a driveway. But I digress. For us, that's, we find our own methods of hell. And I wanted to leave you on this. My wife said I should bring this, and I'm not entirely sure why she thinks this is funny. This is my bar mitzvah shirt. I think it's really cool, actually. But my bar mitzvah was Star Trek themed. And I got beamed out to Evans Carpet Spot starting 022093. And I don't know, I think it's really cool, and I think it'll be catching on, and it can be found at better Goodwill stores and thrift shops all around South Florida. Thanks so much, guys.